From the sweetest table grapes to raisins to the most complex and nuanced wines, you have the chance to taste, learn, and experience the whole vine at the Whole Vine Festival. So joining me now are just some of the folks you can expect to see at the Whole Vine Festival and the person responsible for the event. We have Vicki Goodrow, president and official cheerleader for the Whole Vine Festival. So thank you all for being here. So tell me about this festival and what it is, what the purpose of it is.
Well, the purpose is to celebrate the Central Valley's grape, raisin, and wine industries.
Okay.
With the intent to gather the Central Valley region together and celebrate something beautiful, enjoyable, compelling, and develop a sense of this is us. I love living in my place. I am proud of my place.
And the grape industry, you know, some of us, maybe we only think about wine, or maybe we only think about raisins. It really does take up a lot of real estate here in the Central Valley.
Yes.
And one of our biggest place where we get these farmers and these growers is from Fresno State.
Yep.
So how is Fresno State involved?
Well, Fresno State is a huge contributor to ag in the valley.
Yes.
They create a lot of farmers, a lot of winemakers, a lot of everything really, but super important to the ag industry. And Fresno State Winery is doing a stellar job, has done a stellar job with creating beautiful wines.
One of the best viticulture programs in the entire world. One of the only places that actually sells their wine. So we could not have a Whole Vine Festival if we did not include Fresno State. So we have Tom, Tylee, and Malia from Fresno State from the viticulture program. You guys are all from the viticulture program, yes?
Viticulture and enology. Enology,
Okay.
so.
All right, so how are you guys bringing what you do? How are you showing it off at the festival?
We'll be pouring at the festival, pouring our wines, so come on down and taste Fresno State wines. We'll be there both days. And our students will be taking part. We have two students here.
I think that's such a great way because the program at Fresno State is such high caliber and but it's so niche so that if you're not in that arena, you don't really know what you guys do and how big of a deal it is to have a program like that. So how are you guys involved in the festival and why did you get involved and why did you decide to go this route?
So for me, I'm an ag business major, but I grew up in ag. My family's in farming, ranching, and they used to grow grapes, and so I kind of made a circle around back into it, but on the wine side of things, and I do marketing and sales for the winery.
Okay, yeah. And Malia, how about you?
And then I'm one of the winemakers on the wine crew in the winery team. Basically, this is a whole new area for me. I have no one really in the agriculture field, so jumping into this was wet on my feet, but really, it's a great program. We're all hands-on. We all do a lot of things. We're all learning new things and different varietals as well.
This particular commodity is really cool because you get so many people. It's so diverse. You can have, your very astute wine connoisseurs, or you can have the people that are digging the soil every day and harvesting the grapes and making sure that the technology is actually growing the grapes. So it really does produce sort of this eclectic and this sort of well-rounded group of people. Yeah.
And then when they graduate, they go all over the world.
Yes.
So Fresno State winemakers and grape growers go everywhere. And they're some of the best winemakers.
It's hard to find a program and a place where you can learn unless you come from a family that does it sometimes.
Exactly.
And so this is such a great opportunity for you because
sure.
Where else would you have been able to do this
exactly.
other than Fresno State? And so it's so great that we get to show it off at the Whole Vine Festival. All right, Kim Davis, you're going to be there too. You've got a petting zoo.
Yes, I do. I have Kim's birthday party petting zoo, and we are going to be at the Whole Vine with miniature horses, miniature donkeys, a miniature cow, goats, sheep, bunnies, chickens, a duck that you can pet and brush. And I graduated from Fresno State too.
Very
animal
cool.
science, so it is agriculture.
Do any of the animals have a tie back into the Whole Vine? And if they don't, I have a story for you.
Okay.
Let's hear the story.
Okay, so I just had one of our wine experts. She comes on the show every month, and she was talking about a winery in San Luis Obispo, and they are like the first like organic genetic. They have this certification for them, and they have goats all over their property because they don't use fertilizer, they don't use lawn mowers, and they mow the lawn and they till the soil with the goats that we we might see and see them a part of your petting zoo. They might be some of the same kinds that are out there in San Luis Obispo tilling the soil of the winery. So it all comes back full circle. When is the festival? How can we go there? How can we visit?
So the festival is October 21st and 22nd at Fresno State. And it starts at 10 o'clock in the morning and goes till 5 on Saturday.
Okay.
10 o'clock in the morning and goes till 4 on Sunday. We'll have wine tasting, music, a kids zone.
Petting zoo.
Yes. And we'll have some educational components, some history components.
Great.
The Central Valley is the only place in the United States that grows table grapes, raisin grapes, and wine grapes all in one region. This is us.
Yes, and it's a big part of our industry here, so it'd be a great way to come visit and learn. Do we need tickets?
No, this is a free event.
Okay, perfect. We will have all the information online. You all, thank you so much for being here, and
Thank you.
I will see you out at this festival because it's got wine, so it's right up my alley. Coming up here on Central Valley Today.